Yemen, let's watch. Okay. First thing I'd say, look, stance is, look, you push your hips back to get the head forward, watch. Right? Now, because your hips back, look at the pre-movement of the hips. You're trying to get back to the balls of your feet. That pre-movement of the hips running into movement in the gun, which is also going to go to our fishing time. So what I would tell you is head has to be over the lead foot. I think your lead foot is here, but what I need to see is the hips closer, hips more over your lead foot. It's going to make you taller. Look, where you start, your head's almost on the top of the screen, right? All I need you to do is lean forward a little bit. Probably something like that, right? But watch. As the hips go back, right, the head's still not exactly where it needs to be. Hips go back, and you end up getting pushed around just a little bit, right? And there's some pre-movement from the hips. So what I would tell you, stay tall, hips over the lead foot, lean forward. From the waist up is money. Keep doing this. From the waist down, don't push those hips back. Make sense? Yep. Genetic parallax, right? I'll draw a line down the sights. Sights, eye, gun. All this goes pretty well, right? Only thing I would tell you is, look, shoulders up and forward a little bit, under the earmuffs to the bottom of the green line, head forward, close that gap down, right? When that gap is big and we're not paying attention to it, you end up shooting those low rounds, right? So close that gap down. That gap also helps you see through the red dot quicker. Make sense? Yep. Okay, grip. Non-firing hand still a little bit forward, look. And then look, let me mark your back strap. Right? Remember, firing thumb high and neutral, non-firing hand rotates up and forward, more in contact with the back strap of the gun. The thumb's rotated forward, the thumb is in front of the firing thumb, the angle, arms lock. There's a lot of things going right here, but I want to move that hand back that inch or so that we need to move it back. That all happens in the shoulders, and really what needs to happen is you should be pulling with the non-firing hand and shoulder, but really what you should be doing is pushing the firing shoulder, hand, everything into the back of the gun. That's going to lock the gun up as well. And let's watch the gun go off. Look. Elbows break, shoulders break. Look at all the movement. See all that movement? Remember that better push, pull. Push with the shoulder into the back of the gun. Pull, pull, shoulder square to the target. That's going to fix the hands on the gun, give you better control of the gun. Okay, presentation. Gun comes out. Overall, I think you're a little low. That hand's a little low. Look. So you're a little bit low. You're trying to come up to the eye, right? And then look right here. I think you crossed the line of sight just a touch. Yeah, a little high, which you're almost hooking down and then you level out. So overall, this is your presentation. Look. See that? Yep. And what I would tell you is probably about right here, right? Straight out to where it ends up. Make sense? And then this is going to cause you to fish. Right, so watch, arms lock. I'll give you the timer, watch. See this, your whole body moving forward? This always slows you down, right? And what I would show you is watch. Arms lock. I'm going to give you a new timer. Watch. You're lunging forward a little bit. See this? Anytime the body's moving forward, right? Like you realize your hips got pushed back, so you're trying to push forward right here. But anytime you push forward, you'll pause the shoot, right? So the timing is good. However, because of this, look, this costs us time, look. And then once you stop moving forward, right? Look, I'll give you a second timer. Once you stop moving forward, look, gun goes off. So that little lunge forward cost you 0.3 of a second. Make sense? Okay, target to target transition. So watch. 1, 2, 3. right? Gun goes off. I'll give you the first timer, right? Let's see how long it takes you to drive the gun over. Gun goes off. Just over 2/10. See that? Remember, we want to be under 2/10-ish. Make sense? The goal is 0, right? I'll give you the second timer.
Before I start moving?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. As soon as the gun goes off, start to drive it over. Make sense?
Yep.
And then watch. Movement from target to target, watch. I think you're at a 2.8 total movement time, half second total time, and then watch. Fishing. What do you think we're going to see? 3/10? Three-tenths fishing, right? So overall, look at target to target took us 0.8 of a second, right? But look, we could get rid of 3.7 right now. We bring the fishing to 0. Is the gun in the same place?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We were fishing out of habit. Make sense?
Yep.
Your first shot, we ended up fishing. Second shot, we ended up fishing. Both pretty close to the same time, right? So think about this. If your fishing time is somewhere in the 3/10 category, that's a half second we could get rid of off the total time, right? Now, next thing we can get rid of is, look, is our total time to move from target to target was a 2.8, but we're at half a second, right? We could shave some of that down as well. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Any questions on the Yemen drill?